Today on Midwest Ghost Hunters Dark Matter podcast, we review EVPs we caught at an investigation in Springfield, Missouri years ago. And welcome to another edition of Midwest Ghost Hunters Dark Matter podcast. We are podcasting from Pythian Castle in Springfield, Missouri. I'm John, Chris, Dustin, Tyler, and Hunter all joining us today for the podcast.
We got a little off track last week and started talking about finger snapping, which we heard here in Pythian Castle, and then that led us to talking about finger snapping we caught at another investigation. Finger snaps are there are orbs, I think, but that led us to doing a full review of like some stuff we caught at I'm not even going to call it Ashley's house because nobody knows what the hell that is. It's a house here in Springfield, Missouri that we investigated a couple times, 2 or 3, and we even did our podcast live from in there. Which was kind of crazy because it's the first time, wasn't it the first one we ever did?
Prior to that, we'd done them all at the radio station.
Yeah.
And it was our first on-site podcast.
So that was
ever.
a cool thing we thought we'd try, where we'd do the podcast at the investigation. But it turned out being kind of like, remember when flip phones first came out and they had a camera on them? You either had to choose between a really good camera or a really shitty phone or a really good phone. It was kind of like that. Our investigations weren't as good because we were podcasting the whole time. We didn't know whether to focus on podcasting or investigating. And that's what he kept getting mad about when we were there.
Yeah. That was the greatest thing ever.
Because he would start talking to us, and I'd be like, hey, where's your mic?
Yeah.
He got mad. Are we here to investigate, or are we podcasting?
Yeah, it was the best.
So anyway, it was
Dustin would walk into the room, just start having a conversation without the mic. It was the best.
So we've kind of changed that setup a little bit now. We go back to the old way where we do an investigation, then we kind of just review it on here. But
I do think it's worth mentioning that this location, we other than Pythian Castle. Now, Pythian Castle now will have crushed this. It will. But prior to that, as just a regular investigation we had done, this thing had more EVPs than we'd ever caught ever.
I mean, when you consider we're at Pythian Castle once a week, and we've been to this place 3 times.
Right. On the number of times, yes. But I mean, totally, Pythian would crush it.
Right, yeah. But in one visit, we got like 24 different EVPs that were postable from this house. And it's just a regular looking house here in Springfield, Missouri, on a regular looking neighborhood. And there's really not even a history to the house that we found. There's nothing significant. Nobody hung themselves there. Nothing,
To me, the biggest one was the one that Ty and I heard. We were standing, Ty and I were in the kitchen area, and we hear one of the most pronounced growls I've ever heard.
And we've got all that. But whenever we're posting this stuff, because what we typically do is we'll do an investigation, we'll take all those EVPs and we'll post them on the website one by one by one. But once we started doing the podcast live during the investigation, I got lazy and I just started posting a link to the podcast instead of putting the individual pieces on there, which is now a mistake and a pain. So I've got to go back through, refind all those and repost them. So those really good ones exist. I just don't have them posted. I'm going to have to get them and post them separately. So we have everything leading up to that last investigation, which is where the one you were talking about was caught. But we've got some crazy EVPs that we caught in this place.
I look best from the front. Why don't you shake your head? Because I'm 24. I don't want to do that yet. And I don't want to do that yet. But I got it really good. I was definitely good. Yeah. How about you kill yourself? How about that? If I were to grow my hair out right here, you'd probably see it where the hair grows. Right here would be nothing. Whoa! Hurt? Yeah.
Why do I do that? Whatever. Do you hear what I said? Didn't I say heard? Did I say that?
Heard?
Seen? Heard?
Is that what you said?
I think so.
Heard?
But what you hear there are the very loud snaps. It's weird because
What's this microphone? What is this?
It's an old recorder that doesn't come with us anymore. What's weird is your reaction to it is like delayed. Here, let me play it again. Let me just go to that spot here.
That's Tyler.
My hair out right here, you'd probably see it where the hair grows. Right here would be nothing. Whoa! Hurt? Yeah.
Heard? I think that was Tyler.
I think it was. Yeah,
but it was a delayed reaction.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 seconds before he really... and those sound... I mean, you can hear like the echo of them. I mean, they're really loud, really close to that old-ass recorder, which we don't even have
And like
anymore.
I said earlier, sometimes what we heard was not snaps. It was something else, but then snaps is what we caught. And then other times we heard something else,
Right.
and we caught snaps in place of it.
And here's more
really weird.
snaps. Since we're talking about snaps, here's more. I can't remember these pieces at all, so we're just gonna have to play them and then talk about them afterwards. Snap. Heard. So I can't explain the snapping. It's not. I mean, we're not bragging.
It's just bizarre.
There's more snapping.
And there was so much snapping at Ashley's house there that we stopped even paying attention to it. I mean, there was that much.
By the third time that we went there, we didn't even post those. I mean, we didn't even, when we did the podcast, we didn't even talk about those.
Right.
I mean, every now and then you'd hear a snap on one of the main EVPs would play and be like, oh yeah, there was a snap there, but that's not what we're listening to. But the snapping is prevalent there for whatever reason. This is another one here. So that was 2 snaps. I'm going to quit playing snaps because they're just snaps.
Right.
They make no sense.
I don't understand it. It has always been bizarre, but it is what it is. I've never got that.
And then we've got, I know we've got the EMF. When our EMF detector goes off, it's a big deal because it's so sensitive. It's hard to make it go off. And we've kind of left it that way on purpose. It's got the sensitivity rate has been turned up, to the point where you almost have to stick it behind a refrigerator to make it pegged, let alone to make it alarm. And this is one here where our EMF did alarm. And I remember we'd set it on the stairs. That's really all I remember. So we'll go ahead and play that one real quick. So really all you're hearing there is our EMF detector. We were outside the house at that time. We had left it on the stairs. We had left a recorder next to it, and it went off, only this time for whatever reason. And like I said, our EMF detector is really hard to get it to go off. Let me go ahead. I remember this one too. This one was Tyler was doing the EVP up. Let me go ahead and roll this one now.
You're gonna have to use your big boy voice. Can you pound on the wall again like that?
That's one of my favorite ones.
And these microphones are terrible.
This?
Yeah.
The recorders are terrible. Yeah, the audio is terrible.
Yeah. I have suggested to Chris's family some gift ideas for him.
Well,
No, these are old. These are the ones that are retired.
They're not. They're thrown away. I just trashed them.
Yeah.
Because the one that I played the first time earlier had electrical tape holding in the batteries. It was terrible. This one's not as bad, but it's also old.
This is like 2 years ago, wasn't it? 3 years ago?
Three.
Yeah, you can tell a huge difference in the new recorders that we now use.
And let me just go to that
Huge
spot
difference.
there real quick.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that very clearly.
And that's what we catch a lot of, at her place is different.
The old man.
Yeah, or whoever. I mean, there's like a whole slew of different characters that pop up there at her place.
I really can't describe that. I have no idea what that would be. I mean, other than to say paranormal. I have no way to debunk that. Never have.
Man, I just cannot remember these. Let me play this one. This is from the second trip we made to that place.
Now it's gone. It's gone. That smell's gone. I'm right here. It's completely gone. It's moved. It's probably gone upstairs where I'm at.
What was that?
Where?
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, like a whisper, like a deep sigh.
And that's exactly what we caught. That doesn't happen.
Was there rapid snapping there?
Was it? I wasn't even listening to that.
Who does that? Who does
like both hands?
Certainly wasn't one of us.
Snap.
Let me play it again real quick here, and we'll see.
Now it's gone. It's gone. That smell's gone. I'm right here. It's completely gone. It's moved. It's probably gone upstairs where I'm at.
What was that?
Where?
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, like a whisper, like a deep sigh. Okay, see, I remember that too, because I heard a sigh, and then it sounds more like a demon dog growl.
I hear a sigh, but I also hear one before it too.
But I'm more fascinated in the two-handed rapid fire snapping.
The snapping, I don't remember. Is that snapping or is that?
I don't know.
I can't. We didn't label it as snapping, so I don't know. And we love a good snap EVP. I mean, hell, we hear a snap EVP and we listen. But no, I don't know. Let me go on to this one here. I think you'll here. Let me just play this one real quick.
All right, we're listening. Stopping. Just now? Yep. Listen, Chad. Hang on, we're listening. Wait, this is still going on. Listen. Is there a male voice out there? There is up here. We heard something moving. Wait, not yet. Hang on.
Okay.
All right, we're listening.
Okay, this one's comical because it's
Yeah, because
it's happening the whole time.
I misunderstood.
It sounds like at the beginning someone dry heaving into a toilet.
I heard that.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
Well, I'm going to play it
But then
again.
there's like a conversation
Yeah.
the whole time.
happening.
And I wasn't hearing that. I thought whenever you were
I know,
saying...
it was very frustrating for me.
when you were saying you wanted to listen, I thought you wanted me to rewind, and that's what I was doing. I was rewinding the
It was so funny.
He goes, not yet.
I was like, what you just said. So hang on just a second. Let me pull that one up again. And you can hear what we were focusing on there was the old manish voice.
What is the what is the old man thing? What is that?
I don't know.
A ghost.
It's a ghost.
But I mean, like,
I don't know.
To be honest, like I really don't. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, it's a EV. I mean, this is one of those. Like we debunked it. Like there is nothing else that could be. Like there was not another person in the house.
Definitely not a 70-year-old.
No.
No.
And other guy on the stairs wasn't there in there.
No.
This is a different visit.
Other Dustin.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and play it one more time so we can kind of point out what we're talking about here if you didn't hear it on the first time through.
All right, we're listening. Stopping. Just now? Yep. Listen, Chad.
Okay.
Tyler can't handle that
So
one.
that's the first one.
oh God.
I don't remember us even, I mean, maybe we did focus a little bit on that first thing before, but I don't even remember. It does sound like someone who's, just smelled the milk that's 2 weeks out of date.
John mentioned like a cast of characters. Maybe it was you. Like we can make like an animated TV show about.
You really
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
You really could, because I can't think of anywhere. I mean, Pythian Castle, I guess, would be close, but I almost think that Ashley's house has a wider, just bizarre range.
You've got like
of
a
things.
monster dog thing over here.
Yeah.
You got a guy just dual snapping.
Yeah,
Over there.
you've got an old man.
Got an old man.
You
and
got a
then
sex
You got a
ghost.
sex ghost in the bedroom downstairs. You got a. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, it's just insane.
You got somebody dry heaving in the bathroom as you.
I'm gonna back
Can you
it up
imagine the
just a
slow
little.
rolling shot down the hallway of this place?
I'm going to back it up just a little to the dry heave and let it play all the way through so you can hear the old man that comes in here in a bit. Hang on.
All right, we're listening. Stopping. Just now? Yep.
Okay, there was the first one, which doesn't make any sense. And then we'll keep rolling and you'll hear the next one.
Listen, Chad.
There was the second one.
Hang on, we're listening. Wait, this is still going on. Listen. Is there a male voice out there?
Now you can hear
Now,
a conversation continue.
That same voice that did like the who's that
keeps talking.
keeps saying shit.
I know, throughout
Like
the
the
whole
whole
thing.
time.
And I didn't hear it, and I kept talking over it because I thought you were wanting me to rewind the recorder. So I kind of stepped on, what might have been said there because I didn't hear it at the time. So that was a really good one.
What is up there? There's something up there. There's something moving up there. It doesn't just end there. I mean, what is up there?
I just heard the same crinkly sound coming from that wall.
You did? The same one we heard earlier?
Same exact sound.
Okay, just to give you an idea of what the layout of the house is really quickly. Above the living room, we kept hearing something walking, bearing weight through the ceiling above us. But we went up there and looked, and it's just like a crawl space attic. You can't stand up there and walk around. And that's what we were hearing, and that's what we actually captured here. We were in the living room.
And houses make noises like this, but we were in the living room, and you could hear it move like clearly above, like it was going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me play it again, and you can actually focus on that and hear it, this time a little bit better.
What is up there? There's something up there. There's something moving up there. It doesn't just end there. I mean, what is up there?
I just heard the same crinkly sound coming from that wall.
You did?
Okay, so that was...
And you remember one of her claims was that she actually had some kind of, she saw something once. Ashley had seen something, like a small thing. And she couldn't describe it.
Yes, and I guess one of the growls is on here, and I can't remember what it sounds like. I'm going to go ahead and pull that one up real quick.
Yeah, I think we just put the old demon card and call it a night and go to the Taco Bell.
What's in there?
Or we could just declare it to be a demon and leave.
Oh, okay. I do. Yes, it's like a gorilla or something panting. Let me play that one again. I forgot about that one.
Right there at the end.
Well, there's a couple of times. Let me play it again here.
Yeah, I think we just put the old demon card and call it a night and go to the Taco Bell.
What's in there?
Or we could just declare it to be a demon and leave.
I remember that one too.
I can't explain.
The first
I
one,
thought you were going to say
the very first one that's in there that could be somebody clearing a throat or something else. The second one though is not.
Yeah, no, there's no way. I mean, we don't go around making gorilla sounds. I may have already played this one. If not, it happens at 22 seconds in, just so you can get ready here.
Hold this down again. I'm looking at the movement of this so I can take it out and stop the ball.
I'm up at this recorder top of the stairs again.
What is it? What is it? It's like way down.
Might be like...
What the hell is that?
It's knocking the whole time.
Yeah, what the hell caused that?
I don't know. I can't tell you what's causing it. I just know that we caught it. Let me do it again. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but you can hear it happens throughout the whole time that we're setting up here to start.
Hold this down again. I'm looking at the movement of this so I can take it out and stop the ball.
I'm up at this recorder top of the stairs again.
What is it? What is that?
I mean, it's just that. It just keeps going. Yeah. So yeah, that's an odd. I mean, it's just like that whole time. I can't explain
I
it.
got nothing for you on that.
Pull up another one here and we'll play it.
What's going on?
But how can that snapping be so damn loud that we can't hear it? We want to hear that.
Apparently, we can't hear the knocking either.
Yeah, it's like lighter knocking.
Well, and I think that if you're somebody that's been used to listening to this podcast and you've got used to hearing all kinds of cool EVPs, this is the normal EVP that you'll get, knocking on things, things moving, this sort of thing. And it happens so much at Ashley's house, you start to just ignore it.
Yeah. I mean, some of the stuff, though, we hear with our ears. I mean, it's weird because we would hear, remember when we thought we heard, I don't remember which way it went. We thought we heard snapping and then it turned out to be like a growling
it happened
noise.
Both ways. Like we would hear things that the audio when we replayed it was snapping. But we didn't hear snapping at the time. We heard something else.
But also when we were there, we heard snapping very loud and clear with our ears and listened back, and it was something completely different.
Yeah, it was wild. It's bizarre.
And vice versa.
It baffles explanation.
I have no way to explain this stuff that happened over
It
there.
didn't make any sense at all. But
No, And it's like like we said earlier, it's like there's this cast of characters and you never know which one's going to pop up. It's like there's an upstairs cast and a downstairs cast. I'm going to go ahead and play this one real quick, which I can't remember either, but maybe it'll come to us once we start it.
Okay, come on, let's hear some noise. Let's hear knocking. Let's hear a knock on the wall. We know you're here. We don't mind. Yeah, I heard talking there. Is that a dog?
Did you hear that talking?
Yeah.
That was a male voice, and it wasn't us. Was it you?
Not us. But it's still talking up here.
I heard it.
It's still talking?
Hey, right here.
What? Ah, fuck.
Did you hear that?
I did. Yep.
What were we hearing there?
You can hear a wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, I heard something.
Charlie Brown's teacher.
It's weird because we called this one hello. Voice says hello.
That may have been what we,
but
in
I
our
didn't
mind,
hear.
convinced ourselves that it said, you can hear a wah, 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 something.
Let me play it again and see if I can. One more time here. Let's do it one more time.
Okay, come on, let's hear some noise. Let's hear knocking. Let's hear a knock on the wall. We know you're here. We don't mind.
There.
Yeah, I heard talking there.
There.
Oh, there it was. There I did hear hello. Did you hear it?
Like in a question.
Like
form.
hello?
Hello?
Yeah, that's what I heard that time for sure. Okay. Well, that was a good one. I forgot about that one. Snapping fingers.
Justin, what was the thing you remember the most about Ashley's house? What was your big thing? As far as EVPs,
Did someone just snap?
Are you kidding? You gotta be kidding.
I am
not
not.
hear it.
It sounded like it came from right there.
No, I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear anything.
Nobody?
No.
I didn't hear it.
Oh,
no.
shit. This hat's going to end for me.
what do you
lose my mind, start hearing
It's
snapping
gonna be an
everywhere.
institution rocking back and forth here in
snaps is what I hear.
Seeing these really creepy ghosts, all they do is come up to you and snap at you.
Now I do have one here.
my favorite part about Ashley's house is well, honestly, it's going to sound ridiculous, but the snapping baffles me.
Well, the snapping baffles me, but my favorite part was when Tyler and Bobby and you were in the front area, and Bobby got to hear the growling sound. And
Yeah, that was
reacted to
Bobby's
it.
first. That
That was her
Bobby's
first one.
that she heard.
Yeah.
Ty, what was yours?
My favorite parts about Ashley's house had nothing to do with anything paranormal. It was us trying to be HVAC repairmen.
Trying to figure out what were we trying to do? Turn off the AC?
On the AC
Turn it
because it
on.
was 100 degrees.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It was hot.
And it took all four of us.
We're out there trying to.
I remember. Yeah, we spent like 20 minutes, everybody pushing buttons on the thermostat. And that was when Dustin said we got our best men on this one.
You got the top men.
Got
working
like 5 college degrees between them. Can't figure out how to work it.
I did want to hit a couple more of these. I know we're about out of time, and we're not playing these for any particular reason. It's just last weekend we kind of got off on a side tangent talking about snapping and how goofy it is that we catch.
Look,
snapping.
it's not just the snapping that interests me there. It's the fact that what we heard, it doesn't make any sense because we'd hear snapping and
and it
catch
comes
something
across
else and vice
completely
versa.
different.
It's just-
And that may be what's going on in this one. I can't remember. Let me go ahead and at least roll this one. I got
Random knocking.
and then some kind
Well,
of
the audio has sounds like it's degraded. It's not as good as it once was.
Well,
I don't-
it all depends on the recorder you're listening on. It all depends on the recorder.
'cause I think that could have been snapping too.
it could have been. I couldn't tell for sure what that one was, but we at least have to end with this one.
I have a feeling.
So on this one, should we even set it up or just play it?
No, just play it.
Okay, let's go ahead and just play it, and then we can talk about it afterwards and wrap it up.
Guess I just about got scared. I'm being here by myself. We'll just come out here by the door. No, it's good. No, Tyler. No. Here we go. I can't open it.
I'm going to stop. Okay, so what happened there? I'm trying to remember exactly why. You went into the bathroom and started peeing,
Clearly. Yeah.
and you can hear the pee hitting the water in the toilet.
That you can.
The play-by-play.
But why did you? We had heard something before that because when you went in, you wanted someone to go in because you had to go in and use the bathroom. You wanted someone to come in with you.
No, not come in with me.
Not in the bathroom, but in the home. We were outside. We had been
I
outside.
wanted someone to come in the house with me.
Right.
Yeah.
You wanted someone to come inside the home. So you went into the bathroom and I stood in the living room. And then that loud sound happened, which I don't know where it happened.
It was on the bathroom door directly to my left.
It was on his only escape.
Because, now, hold on. I heard it. The door, like, it sounded like, when you pound on a door with your fist and your forearm at the same time. Like,
yeah. Well, you heard it there, yeah.
What you don't hear on the recording, though, is the door
moved.
Like, the latch, I could hear it jiggle.
Yeah, it didn't catch that part.
Like, the door moved. Like, I saw it. It's right next to you.
Let's go ahead.
You were midstream.
And the thing is,
he came out of the bathroom still peeing, right?
No, I didn't.
Right after this, though.
No.
Next time one of you guys have to pee, midstream, I want you to try and just stop.
No.
And tell me how that feels.
We could do that on the podcast next week. Let me go ahead. So let's go ahead and play it one more time here. Just one more time.
I just about got scared. I want to be in here by myself. We'll just come out here by the door. No, it's good.
There's the pee.
No, Tyler. No. I can't open it.
That won't get old.
What's he? Who says I can't open?
I heard that.
Who says that? Is that him?
That's him. Yeah, I'm not trying to open the bathroom door. Go ahead and play the one that's next, and I don't know these are chronological, but I can go ahead and play the one that's next. It is an EVP that we heard upstairs, and I can't remember what it is, but we'll go ahead and play it here.
How about if you're upstairs? Can we hear a noise up there? We've got recorders up there too.
Okay, that's a definite whisper.
And it was close to the mic too. John, what did it sound like? Yeah, just like that.
That's exactly what it
Just
sounded
like
That's what it sounded like.
It was an
Wasn't him?
It was like a little imp reading from a demonic script.
Yeah, that's the one. Oh,
John, God damn it.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
You should have seen Ty. He jumped out of his own skin. He left his own skin.
no, Ty, 3, everybody.
I'm doing it.
I was going to say, I just heard the loudest.
I watched him go up to the mic and start.
Well, I wasn't even looking.
I wasn't either.
Okay, we can stop there if we want. But that was just kind of.
The heart
That was just.
rate up. See what I'm at.
Yeah, mine's up a little bit.
That was just kind of a hop around review of some stuff we got at Ashley's house that we didn't do for any particular reason, even though she has asked us to come back.
Well, I mean, it's always good to have that, you know?
Yeah, and we can go back whenever we want. I know Melissa's not been there. And she would.
That was my coffee.
That was not me.
She wants to go. I was say now we got to go school.
Ghost
It'll fit right in.
Come on
Just
in.
walks in the room.
So, I mean, yeah, that would be good to go back to her house sometime. We do have other places we're going to go to, believe it or not, including a house in Fairgrove we've talked about a million times that we can go to anytime, really. Yeah. I mean, I know this time of year is hard to schedule. This time of year, any year is hard to schedule, but we can go there anytime we want. And we're going to do the Pythian. We're going to be here again. We're going to do another overnight, type thing here coming up soon, too.
And this time we'll actually put recorders in this room, too.
Well, yeah, we didn't really think that through completely. I mean, we did a pretty good job of coverage, but we, our line of thinking was, hey, we're there every Sunday. We don't care about
and
that.
I can follow that. I mean, I get that.
Yeah. So yeah,
because
we'll
this is not. If you were to look around, this is not the creepiest room in this place.
And odds are we'll probably put something in here and it'll catch nothing.
Right. There'll be nothing. Because I mean, look back. Whenever I thought the fireplace was going to be the big area, and then nothing happened.
Yeah. Dude, if we wanted to cover this entire place, we'd need like 200 recorders.
Oh yeah, there's no way you can cover the whole thing. There's no way we could ever get through all that.
No way.
I mean, let alone cover it.
That would take weeks.
So, yeah, we will be coming back here. We want to wait till it's nice and cold, so when you go into the tunnels, you can see your breath and can't feel your fingers again,
That was
like
fun.
last time.
That's good stuff.
It really was fun.
Yeah, we are going to do that again coming up soon. It will be cold, but that's probably when we're going to do it. I don't know, John. That's probably all. We can probably pick up next week if you want.
And we'll be back again next week with another episode of Midwest Ghost Hunters Dark Matter Podcast.